But tonight, emergency crews are still searching for missing storm victims. And there are so many people still unaccounted for, including a local teacher.
Kim Ashby disappeared when her home in Avery County got washed away. Channel 9's Hannah Getz spent hours with a rescue team from Rowan County as they tried to find her.
Oh my God, look at that.
You can see how easy it is for a house to get swept off its foundation.
Just 60 miles northwest of uptown Charlotte, parts of Avery County sit in ruins.
We're going back over into another road that's been washed out.
Tucked away in the hollers and hills are some of the most rural communities, now stranded by the devastation.
I don't know that there's words for this. Without seeing it, it's hard to explain other than just sheer devastation.
Our day searching for a missing school teacher led us to this point.
Crawl under this.
Hiking through some of the toughest mountain terrain with the Rowan County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team, looking for any sign of Kim Ashby or any others who need help. But the trek to this moment started hours earlier with a briefing at the Avery County Emergency Operations Center.
Flow yesterday on the river. What was the flow like?
It was moving. Yeah, he was in it, so he could. There were places where there were white caps.
A swiftwater rescue team came in to help because the only road into Elk River was washed away.
We're going to act as y'all safety, right? If somebody gets in the water, we will have folks ready to get in the water to come after you.
Right now we are in Heaton, and you can see absolute devastation throughout this area. This is the old country store, lifted up off of its foundation, rubble, debris everywhere, even this old gas station right here, a tree just sitting in the middle of it. What we're seeing right now is crews starting to get to work on some of the cleanup. You have the excavators and the heavy machinery out here digging up the roads, pushing the rocks off the side so people can start to get in and out. Right now, we're waiting for more crews to show up. We're going to start to head up the mountain and try to locate someone who's been missing for a few days.
We're holding on for dear life.
We drove up the mountain with Rowan County Sheriff Travis Allen.
This is the scary places. How weak is this up under here?
Maneuvering our way through the crumbling roads. Cutting our own path in some parts.
Are they bringing her up on a side-by-side?
Once we got to the top of the mountain, we switched to all-terrain vehicles to take us down to the other side, passing whatever and whoever is left. Even the animals are looking for dry ground.
The last couple days, these operations have turned from rescue to recovery.
Now, days after the original flood, difficult truths were starting to set in.
It's sad and unfortunate that some of these people may never be found.
But the Rowan Search and Rescue Team is not giving up on their search for Kim Ashby.
We hope she's okay. We know she's scared, and we just want her back home.
Ashby's daughter says Ashby and her husband Rod checked on their Riverside home Thursday, but the floodwaters quickly came Friday, and before they could get out, the water picked up the home seen right here and carried it down the river. This rubble is all that is left. Neighbors say they saw the couple holding on to the roof of the home as it flew down the river, rounding bends before it hit something and broke apart. Rod was found alive the next day 2 miles away. Kim hasn't been seen since.
And that's who we're looking for right now. Okay.
This drive along the river follows the path of the house before it crashed. It's also as far as our ATVs could take us. Before crossing the river, we saw down lines and a trailer 20 feet up in the trees. Everything these people once had, surrounded by destruction. Yet somehow those who are left, like Buddy Davis, aren't losing hope.
It ain't been no party, I tell you that. We just have to take it as it comes. Oh, it hurts you. Yeah, it hurt the whole community.
Right off the edge here. Just don't. Two at a time. We'll get to your PFD right here, make sure it's fitted.
A swiftwater team from Cary
Have a seat right there. You go.
took us across the river to start our search. On the other side, a family now cut off from society, surviving off the food, water, and diapers deputies brought them the day before.
We're very fortunate compared to some of the people in the area.
Stephen Lininger's positive outlook comes in part from this bright light in his life, a 2-year-old granddaughter named Sunshine.
You get a little depressed or something, she does something silly and makes you laugh.
Sunshine gave a message to her dad on the other side of the bridge, telling him she's safe.
Say hey, Dad.
After the river crossing came a 5-mile hike, starting on this dirt road. Deputies searching through the mangled debris. What's left is unrecognizable.
So you can get an idea of kind of just how high the floodwaters are. There's debris all the way up in the tree lines.
Corporal Travis James points to a pile of rubble across the water, a wooden casket on top.
What's the plan? Where do I go?
The wood line grew thicker.
Crawl under this?
We went over and under brush, at times crawling on the forest floor. I followed the rescue team.
Need help?
And photojournalist Devin Mello followed me until we got closer to the area that hasn't been searched, hoping to see a red shirt, the last thing Kim Ashby was seen wearing. But after hours of searching, the terrain became too dangerous. We had to end the search without any sign of Ashby.
It's heartbreaking for the family. I know they want closure. I know they want to find something. And just not being able to find something to give them, I would say, is what hurt. Like, it hurts.
Disappointed, exhausted, the team heads back to base. Along the way, we see the Liningers one more time, taking it all in. Grateful, Mother Nature somehow showed them an ounce of mercy.
We've lost a lot, but we're very fortunate. There's a lot of people out here who's lost a lot more than what we have, so God's blessed us, and I'm happy for that.
So what happens now?
Sit and wait.
And you see them, Scott, risking themselves, those responders, risking themselves to go find and save others, and so much devastation. You know, it's going to take a long time to replace those things, but people cannot.
Well, all those rescuers and searchers, even Hannah herself has a mom and a dad and brothers and sisters, and they know that she's missing. Her family's wanting to know what happened to her, and they're willing to risk it. And you see how difficult it is, just a tangled mess of, like they say, Lincoln logs, trying to get through that. This is a difficulty our rescuers are having in the very rural areas.
And they are so very persistent, they will not give up looking. Want to have a big thank you to our Hannah Getz and to our videographer, Devin Mello.
Long days.
Yes, very long days, back to back, for capturing the work of that rescue team, trying to find that woman and any other survivors.
This is just one snippet of all the people across the state, across the country, who have come to the Western North Carolina to try to help out. In fact, over the past week, we've heard one question over and over from our viewers: what can I do? Not everybody can go up and paddle across a stream or climb through a trail, but you can donate to the Red Cross and direct the money to the Hurricane Helene Relief Fund specifically. We have a link to the donation page on our free WSOC News app. You can also scan QR code on the screen, upper right-hand corner. You see right there. If you want to pause it, if you have the ability to do that, you can scan that QR code. We'll keep that up for this entire newscast. That's a link you can be assured the money will go into the right direction.